Pull out a coin from your pocket and look closely at it. Notice those tiny ridges running all along the outside edge. They are not there to help you grip the metal more easily. Those tiny lines actually saved the entire global economy. But why were they created and who came up with this trick? To understand this brilliant design,
Here are the payments, good sirs.
we must look
Our
back
thanks. The
at how
goods are
money
ready.
worked in the 17th century. Back then, coins were not just symbols of wealth. They were made of actual precious gold and silver. The value of a single coin was strictly tied to the exact weight of the precious metal it contained. This created a very dangerous and widespread illegal practice known throughout Europe as coin clipping. Criminals would secretly shave off tiny pieces of metal from the smooth outer edges of every new coin. They would collect these shaved pieces, melt them down into solid blocks, and sell them for a profit. Meanwhile, the shaved coin was put back into circulation, but it was now worth less than its true value. Over time, this massive theft caused catastrophic inflation and almost ruined the British financial system. People lost absolute faith in their currency because nobody knew if the money they held was completely real. By the end of the 1600s, the British government realized they needed a new, radical solution. They had to design a special coin that could instantly expose anyone who tried to tamper with its edges. Enter Sir Isaac Newton. In 1696, the famous physicist became warden of the Royal Mint. Newton was given a single crucial task. He had to hunt down counterfeiters and restore trust in money. He applied his brilliant scientific mind to this massive economic problem and redesigned the currency. Newton championed a revolutionary manufacturing process, creating a complex geometric pattern on the edge. Instead of leaving the borders perfectly smooth, the mint began pressing small vertical grooves into them. This ingenious technique is commonly called milling, and it changed the global financial system overnight. If a criminal tried to shave even a tiny fraction of silver from a milled coin, the damage was obvious. The beautiful vertical lines would be totally ruined, making it impossible to spend the shaved currency. Shopkeepers and ordinary citizens could simply run their fingers along the round edge to verify the coin. To achieve this perfectly, the Royal Mint utilized a massive industrial device called the casting machine. This heavy steel machine squeezed the blank metal pieces between two incredibly hard engraved steel bars. It imprinted the safety grooves so precisely that no ordinary street criminal could ever replicate them. But implementing this feature was not nearly enough. They also needed a harsh deterrent for criminals. Newton personally hunted down the most notorious coin clippers across the dark, foggy streets of London. He built massive webs of informants and gathered enough evidence to send dozens of thieves to the gallows.
The court will not.
Thanks to those little metallic ridges, the great currency crisis was stopped and the economy healed. The milled edge quickly became the ultimate universal standard for every precious metal coin in the world. But wait a minute. What about the modern cash we use today? It is not made of valuable materials like silver. In the 1960s, most governments completely stopped using precious metals to manufacture coins. A modern quarter or dime is just made of cheap zinc or copper. Nobody would ever bother clipping them. The shaved metal would be totally worthless. So why do governments still spend money to put ridges on them? The answer lies in human psychology and accessibility. The hierarchy of money requires distinct traits. Just like aviation has different emergency calls, Our pockets hold different values that must be identified. When the United States removed silver from their coins in 1965, they left the ridges intact. The primary reason is to help visually impaired individuals distinguish between values using only their touch. For example, a 10-cent dime and a 1-cent penny are incredibly similar in physical size and overall weight. But the dime has exactly 118 tiny grooves on it, while the penny remains entirely smooth. A 25-cent quarter boasts 119 ridges, whereas a 5-cent nickel is totally flat. This brilliant tactile system allows anyone to confidently pull the right amount of change from their pocket. The second major reason is pure tradition. People associate the heavy ridged edges with genuine currency. When citizens hear the familiar ringing sound of milled coins clinking together, it builds deep trust. If governments suddenly released totally smooth quarters today, people would instantly think they were fakes. The design is deeply embedded in our collective memory. Removing it would cause completely unnecessary panic. Vending machines and modern toll booths also rely on these physical dimensions to verify your daily payments. Internal mechanical sensors measure the exact diameter and edge texture to reject cheap slugs or fake objects. So the next time you hold some pocket change, remember the incredible genius of Sir Isaac Newton and the mint. He took a devastating financial plague, invented a geometric solution, and created a language of true value. Those tiny metallic grooves have quietly protected our global financial systems for over 300 years. If you enjoyed this fascinating journey, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe right now. Share your thoughts in the comments below about what ordinary item we should investigate to find its secrets.